What is music to you? What is music to you? They have the regular definitions, right? But music to me is spiritual. It's so much. It means so much, right? But just if you want to just break it down to some basic key words, you can say it's organized sound. It's sound that is actually organized. It has an organization to it. Even you can say free music. It has some organization because for someone to play something, someone's organizing it. Okay, whether how good they organize it, but it is manipulated by its organized sound. Okay, now you could say the birds is music. When I go out here in nature, that's music. So is that organized? Yes, I would say that's organized. Okay, maybe from the natural source. That's organized from the master composer. Because the bird, you don't have to say, bird, hey man, we're in B flat today. He just knows. Okay, all right. But for us, we have to organize this. Okay, so melody, harmony, rhythm. Right, those are the elements of music. You guys know this, right? When we talk about harmony, more than one note. Melody, usually a single note or the line or what you remember. Rhythm is the beat. And if you don't have rhythm, none of this is going to fall in place, right? Because if you sing a note, la, la, da, 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 you have to have rhythm to get through a song, right? So you have, and of course, this is most important, I think, is that music has become and is our universal language and communication for everyone on the planet. Now, I don't know if you guys play to nature, if you guys ever done that, play to an animal. You ever done that? You ever done that? Because they can hear you, they communicate. Music is a communication. So sound is everywhere. Sound is just everywhere. Now we're going to talk about sound. Sound can create pictures, like in an ultrasound. Sound actually brings what's not into reality into reality. Sound brings what is unseen or what is not yet in existence into existence. Okay? So when we talk about sound, it's not any old thing, okay? So now, let's talk about metaphysics. Now, all of the ancient societies, all of the ancient cultures, they have their own metaphysics systems, okay? And we're going to do a little quick overview, just to be fair, of the history, especially the stuff that we're going to be studying, okay? Now, these are definitions I pretty much copped off the internet, and dealing with everything, including abstract concepts, the first principles of everything. Like, everywhere in ancient Africa, they probably, our ancestors said, where the hell am I? What am I doing? What is the sun? What is the moon? What the hell? And how do I eat? They're trying to figure out everything going around. And we've been doing this, trying to understand the universe. And that's everyone, whether you're Native American, ancient African, ancient Chinese, ancient Indian, ancient Greeks, or the ancient Americans. We've all ancient civilizations have had their own systems of understanding what is later be called metaphysics, understanding the why of everything, and space and time, and the cosmos, okay? Now, a lot of it started because out of need. In ancient Africa, they have, the first astronomers were actually farmers. Because in ancient China, and most of these ancient societies, because they had to know when to plant the crops, So there's a story of a guy, he goes to the mountain, and he's one of the elders in the Dogon community. He goes to the rock, he goes up to a mountain every day, and his gig is just to sit and watch the sun as it goes through a couple of mountains, and he keeps like some knots in a rope, and he keeps time. Now he's keeping track of a 60-year cycle. A lot of cats don't know that. He's keeping track of a 60-year cycle. So his job is not only to know every year when to tell the community to plant their crops, he's also keeping track of when the Siggy is going to happen, which is that every 60 years, I'm talking about the ancient African, okay, I'm talking about an ancient African community right now. This is called the Dogon community. Every 60 years, they get together and they just party. They party because in every 60 years, in their belief that the star, Sirius A, Sirius B, they have an elliptical orbit and all aligns in with Earth, right? So that day and that year is very special to them. All right. Now you can go to ancient Egypt and you can find special days, like festival days. Now we can go to ancient India, you're going to find the same thing. Now we're going to go to ancient China, you're going to find the same thing. Same thing. So this is something that's been in common with all of our societies on our planet, with all of us humanity, right? Okay? But the stars are the same. The earth is the same. You know? Okay, and the sounds are the same. So, like I said, sound brings what is not in existence into reality. So when you look at all the creation stories by all these different cultures, and I just wrote a few, but if you look at all their stories, right, they all have sound in common. The word of God. That makes a sound, okay? And the word is God. The word is God, the word of God, right? You say the roaring waters of Nun. That's one of the ancient African stories, right? That's going to make a sound. The ancient Chinese, they have a story of a cosmic egg that exploded into 2 polarities and then went into 3, almost like the Trinity of Diminished, right? And then the Dogon people that I was referring to earlier, their creation story is the explosion of that star, which they call Putolo, which now they're discovering they had to have a telescope about as big as 125th Street to finally see this star. That they've been tracking this star every 60 years to find out when that star and the North Star, Sirius A, which everybody can see, but this is like a dwarf star. Right? So that star supposedly exploded, and that's what they call that, the creation of the big. That's their Big Bang, right? And then then you heard of Om, the primordial sound. Roaring waters of Nun is like the primordial waters, right? Om is known as the primordial sound and the connection, right? And then, of course, the Big Bang, all right? So we all have sound in common, you guys. So do me an exercise, you guys. Let's just do a Om. You can do it with me. Om. Right now, there's certain letters. If you go, try it. You feel the vibration in a certain spot. Now you can try ah. The vibration is more up here, okay? Or e is moving up towards your head. So these sounds. These weren't words, you guys. I'm just scat singing right now. But it's sound.